My dear children, how are you? I hope you are fine. Today we are going to see a new chapter, number 12, Smart Charts. Take your maths book and turn on the page number 159. Okay. Now I read the content in that page. You just listen, children. Yamini did a project, animals and birds. She asked each child of her class about one favorite pet animal. That is, Yamini asking her friend about their pet animals, favorite pet animals, and she listed out like this. That is, cats, dogs, rabbits, cows, parrots, goats, and squirrel. Okay. If someone says they like cat, means in front of cat she put one line. If someone says they like cows, means in front of cows she put one line. If some other person repeat that their favorite animal cat, dogs and rabbit, means she draw the line like this. Suppose first person saying like the cat, means she put the first tally mark like this. We can call this line as tally marks. What is its spelling? T-A-L-L-Y-M-A-R-K-S. If second person also says their favorite animal is pet animal is cat, means again she add the another line to the first line like this. If third person also saying the cat, means she add the third line like this. See, fourth person also saying they are liking the cat, means she add the line like this. Suppose if some other repeat the same animal, their favorite pet animal, means she add the fifth line like this. So if we stop up to this. So this box represents the number 5. This line represents the number 1. These two lines represent the number 2. These 3 lines represent the number 3. This box represents the number 4. Put a cross around the box, you get the number 5 for that. So, she used such tally marks to collect this data. See here, for cats, she put the tally marks like this. And similarly for dogs and rabbits, cows, parrots and goats and squirrels. Okay. Also, we have some questions on the data. Okay, what are the questions? Read the first one. Write the number for each animal in the table. We have to count the tally marks and write the number for corresponding pet animals. Okay, this is the meaning of the first question. Read the second one. How many children in all did Yamini talk to? For that, we have to count all the numbers we are writing here. Okay. Then only we got the total number of children that Yamini talked to. Okay, talked to them. And then third question, which is the most favorite pet animal in this table? So we have to compare the counts to find out the most favorite pet animal. Okay, now we are going to write the number for representing this tally box. Okay, as I told, this one box stands for the number 5. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Similarly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each box represents the number 5. So now we are going to write the total number of cats. Okay. Further, you have to count these boxes. So 5. This is also 5, 5, 5, 5. See here the cross line is missing. So here we have to count the box lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 is the number for this box. Okay. Now we are going to found out the total number of cats. So add the numbers 5 plus 5, 10, 15, 20, 24. So 24 children have the cat as its favorite pet animal. So here our number is 24. Do you understand, children? Now we are going to count the number of dogs. See, each box stands for 5. So 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. See, what is the number for this? Here we have 2 lines. So number for this is 2. Now we are going to count it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30 plus 2, 32. So 32 children likes dogs. Okay. Next, rabbit. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is also 5. So 10 children likes rabbits. Okay. See the next one, cows. So 5, 5, 5, 5. And this stands for 2. So 5 plus 5, 10, 15, 20 plus 2, 22. So 22 children likes cows. See the next one, parrot. And this is number 5. And these 3 lines represent the number 3. Because we have 3 lines. So totally we have 8. So 8 children like parrot. Okay. See next one, goat. Each box stands for the value 5. So totally we have 5 plus 5, 10, 10 plus 5, 15, 15 plus 5, 20. See the last one, this is squirrel. How many children like squirrel? 5 plus 5 plus 5. So 5 plus 5, 10, 10 plus 5, 15. So 15 children like squirrel. Thus, as per the first question, write the number for each animal in the table. Thus, we have written all the numbers for each animal. Okay. What is the sixth question? How many children in all did Yamini talk to? For that, we have to find the total value. So, we have to add these values. 8 is a single digit, so I am adding 0 before that. Now, we are going to add 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 8, 16, 16 plus 5, 21. Remainder 2. 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 1, 8, 8 plus 2, 10, 10 plus 2, 12, 12 plus 1, 13. So, 131 children were talked with Yamini. So, our answer is 131 children. Okay. What is the next question? Which is the most favorite pet animal in this table? See the numbers. Which is the biggest number? 32. So 32 corresponding to which animal? Dogs. So dogs is the most favorite pet animal. So here you have to write dog. Dog is the most favorite pet animal in this table. Do you understand, children? Next, take page number 162, children. Helping hands. Listen here, children. In the EVS period, the teacher asked children whether they help their parents at home. There were different answers. Children named the work in which they helped their parents the most. The teacher collected their answer and made a table. See here, this is the table that the teacher collected. Okay. Help most in housework. These are the works made by the children at their home, and these are the number of children who are doing the householding works. Okay. See the first one, going to the market. How many children were going to the market? Totally 47 children were going to the market. And then washing utensils at the home. How many children washing the utensils? 15 children. And washing clothes. How many children washing their clothes? 3 children. Making and serving food. Making and serving food. In this process, 25 children were involved. And then cleaning the house. So in this work, 10 children are involved. So these are the data collected by the teacher in the previous period. Okay. Now we have the question on this data. What is the first question? Which housework is mostly done by the children? So we have to compare the given values to find out the answer for this. Which housework is mostly done by the children? And read the second question. Which housework is least done by the children? Which is the least housework is done by the children? This is the second one. And third one. How many children helped their parents? So for that we have to find out the total values. So how many children helped their parents? Do you help your parents in their housework? For that you only going to answer. Do you help your parents in their housework? I know many of the students are helping their parents. So your most of the answer is yes only here. Okay, now we are going to calculate the answer for the third question. So for that you have to add the values. Okay. First we are going to add the given values. This is a single digit, so I I am adding 0 in front of it. Now we are going to find the total values. So 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 plus 3, 15. 15 plus 5, 20. Remainder 2. 2 plus 4, 6. 6 plus 1, 7. 7 plus 2, 9. 9 plus 1, 10. So, teacher inquired totally 100 children. Among the 100 children, 47 children were going to the market and 15 children washing utensils at their home and 3 children washing clothes and 23 children serving food and 10 children cleaning their house. These are the householding works done by the children at their homes. Okay. Now we are coming to the questions. First question, which housework is mostly done by the children? Further you have to compare these values. Among this value, leave the total one. Among this value, which is the greatest one? 47. This number 47 corresponding to which householding work? Going to the market. So most of the children likes to going to the market. So going to the market is the answer for the first question. So you have to write it as going to the market is the housework mostly done by the children. Okay. See the next one. Which housework is least done by the children? Again compare the numbers. Which is the smallest one? 3. 3 is the smallest number. Corresponding to that number we have the washing clothes. So the least householding work done by the children is washing clothes. So your answer is washing clothes. You have to write it. And the third one, how many children helped their parents? So here we have to write the total number. Totally we get 100. So 100 children helped their parents in their householding work. You simply write 100 children only. Okay. Next, do you help your parents in their housework? So you have to answer here. Analyze yourself and write your answer. Here I am writing yes because I am helping my parents. So I am writing here yes. Okay. Listen children, along with your everyday homework, definitely you have the sums based on the 4 operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So in the 5th standard itself, you must be thorough of these 4 operations. Okay. And also every day you have to read the multiplication table. Okay. This is a very easy chapter. So do the homework correctly and write your classwork neatly children. Spend time to read the multiplication table. Okay, definitely you have the sums based on addition, subtraction, multiplication and division along with everyday homework. Okay, thank you. My dear children, now we are going to do activity for the concept multiplication. By this activity, you can easily understand the concept of multiplication. Okay. Multiplication is nothing but repeated addition. Okay. Multiplication is nothing but repeated addition. Okay. Let us start our activity. See here children, I have taken 4 sets of shapes. Okay. How many sets I have taken? 4 sets. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have taken 4 sets. Now we are going to count how many pieces in each set. Okay. See 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thus, in each set we have 4 pieces. Okay. Now we are going to find out total number of pieces. So you have to add all the pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we have found out totally we have 16 pieces. Okay. Now we can conclude from this if we add 4 times, that is we are adding 4 times of 4, we get 16. Okay, 4 times we are adding 4, we get the answer 16. We can write this in symbolical form, thus 4 into 4 equal to 16. I hope you understand. Do you understand children? 4 4s are 16. That is, if you are adding 4 times, you get the answer 16. Similarly, suppose if I remove the one set from this means, let us see what happened. Now I am going to remove this last set. Okay. So totally we have how many sets? 3 sets. Okay. Now we are going to find out total. Totally we have how many pieces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 pieces. That is, we are adding 3 times of 4 is 12. We can write this statement as symbolical form as 3 into 4 equal to 12. Thus we say 3 fours are 12, 4 fours are 16. Let us see one more example, children. Here I have taken 2 sets of shapes. This is first set, this is second set. Now we are going to count the total number of shapes. Let us count 1, 2. In one set we have 2 shapes. See here, in second set also we have 2 pieces. So totally we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So totally we have 4 pieces. That is, if you add 2 times of 2, you get 4. That's why we are writing 2 into 2 is equal to 4. Do you understand, children? Now I am going to add one more pair. Okay, one more set. It is my third set. So now I am adding third set. Now what is the total number of coins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is, if you add 3 times of 2, you get 6. So we can write it as a symbolic form. 3 2s are 6. I hope you understand. Now I am going to add one more set. Okay. So it is my fourth set. Now what is the total number of coins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can say if you add 4 times of 2, your answer is 8. So we can write it as 4 2s are 8. Do you understand, children? Let us see one more example, children. Here I have taken 2 sets of coins. See here, let us count how many pieces in each set. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in each set it has 10 coins. In this set also it has 10 coins. So how can you find the total number of coins? By adding. So total number of coin is 20. That is, if you add 2 times of 10, you get 20. Do you understand? Now I am going to add one more set. Okay. So I am adding one more set of 10 coins. So now we have 3 sets. 1, 2, 3 sets. Now we have how many coins totally? 10, 20, 30. That is, if you add 3 times of 10, you get the answer 30. Okay. Now I am going to add one more set. Okay. This is fourth set. Okay. In this set also we have 10 coins. So totally we have 10, 20, 30, 40. So if you add 10 4 times means you get the answer 40. Now I am going to add one more set of coins. Now totally I have 5 sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. In each set I have 10 coins. So totally I have how many coins, children? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So totally I have 50 coins. Thus if you add 10 5 times. If you add 10 5 times, you get the answer 50. We can write all this statement in symbol form. That is 2 into 10 equal to 20. 3 times of 10 equal to 30. 4 times of 10 equal to 40. 5 times of 10 equal to 50. So this is the way you have to understand the concept of multiplication. I hope you have understand this concept. Okay. Thank you. Hello children, now we are going to do activity for the concept of even and odd numbers. We have already know what is meant by even numbers. Numbers which are divisible by 2 or multiples of 2 are said to be even numbers. And what are called odd numbers? Numbers which are not divisible by 2 are said to be odd numbers. Now we are going to do activity for the concept of even numbers. Okay. Now I am taking some shapes. Now I am going to count these shapes. Okay, let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, totally we have 8 pieces. Okay, now I am going to check the 8 is even or odd. How we can check? Let us check by pair these shapes into 2's. Okay, pairing each coins. Thus we can see all the coins are paired by 2. See here, all the coins are paired by 2. If all the coins are paired means we can say that number is even. Okay, do you understand, children? Let us take some more coins, children. Now I am going to count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Thus totally I have 15 pieces. Now I am going to check this 50 is even or odd. Okay, for that you have to pair the each pieces. Now you have to pair this by 2's. Okay, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Similarly you have to pair all the coins. Okay. See here, children. We have paired how many coins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14 coins we have paired, and we have only 1 remaining coins. Suppose the coins are not paired means we can say the given number is odd. That is, we mean that odd numbers are not paired by 2 and even numbers are paired into 2's. Do you understand, children? Suppose let us take 4 coins. See, 4 coins. All the coins are paired. So we can say 4 as an even number. Suppose if you take 5 coins means see we have 1 coin not paired. So we can say 5 as an odd number. Suppose if you take 6 coins, see all the coins are paired into 2. So you can say 6 as an even number. If you take 7 coins, see the last coin is not paired. So we can say 7 as an odd numbers. Okay, do you understand the concept of even and odd numbers? Okay, children, thank you.